Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life Wisdom, a place where we share stories, lessons, and perspectives to help you live a calmer, more meaningful life. Let's take a moment to reflect and enjoy today's message together. Love others, but don't forget to love yourself. In love, we often forget something essential, that love is not only about reaching out to someone else, but also about returning home to ourselves. When we fall in love, we get swept away by emotions, by the desire to be seen, to be understood, to be loved back. We give our time, our energy, our heart, everything we have, just to make the other person happy. But in the process, we sometimes lose sight of who we are. There are people who, when in love, are terrified of making their partner sad. They try to please, to bend, to compromise, to keep the peace. They apologize even when they're not wrong. They carry the blame. They hide their true feelings, all just to keep the relationship intact. But each time they do that, a small part of themselves fades away. They tell themselves it's out of love. But deep down, it's fear. Fear of being abandoned. Fear of not being enough. Fear that if they stop trying, they'll lose the person they love. When you love someone but forget yourself, you start living their life instead of your own. You lose your voice, your joy, your boundaries. You start living in anxiety, worrying they'll stop loving you, that they'll leave, that you'll never be good enough. Every silence becomes a storm. Every message not answered becomes a wound. And before you know it, love becomes dependence. But love should never be that way. Love is not about losing yourself to keep someone else close. Love is not about shrinking so someone else can shine. It is not about enduring pain in silence just to hold on to what's already breaking. Someone who truly deserves your love will never want you to become smaller for their comfort. They will want you to be yourself, free, confident, and alive. Because only when you are yourself can love be real. A healthy love doesn't make you disappear. It helps you grow, helps you expand, helps you understand life on a deeper level. We've all been there, loving so deeply that we forget who we are. We give and give and give until there's nothing left. We make their smile our happiness, their sadness our sorrow. And when that love ends, what hurts the most isn't that they're gone, it's that we can't find ourselves anymore. Loving someone is an art, but loving yourself, that's a journey. No one can give healthy love if their own heart is empty. If you don't know how to love yourself, your love for others will be filled with fear, dependency, and longing for validation. It won't be love, it will be attachment. To love yourself is not selfish, it's awareness. It's knowing that you too deserve kindness, respect, and rest. When you love yourself the right way, you stop needing others to make you happy. You become the source of your own peace. When you can care for yourself, you stop fearing loss because you've found a home within you. And the love you give from that place, that's the kind of love that heals, not hurts. Loving yourself doesn't mean closing your heart to others. It means loving with wisdom. It means remembering that you are also someone worth loving. You too need care, gentleness, and time. You too deserve to live a life that feels like your own. Never abandon yourself for anyone. Never lose the you that existed long before love came along. Sometimes, loving yourself means saying no. It means walking away from what hurts, even when your heart still wants to stay. It means setting boundaries for your peace. It means choosing self-respect over approval. It means being brave enough to stop chasing people who make you question your worth. To love yourself is to understand that pain is not proof of love. You don't need to suffer to show you care. True love doesn't demand your silence, your exhaustion, or your self-erasure. If someone truly loves you, they will not ask you to destroy yourself for them. And as you begin to love yourself, everything changes. You stop feeling lonely when you're alone. You stop being afraid of losing people. You stop measuring your worth by how much someone else loves you. You realize that happiness was never about who stays. It was always about your relationship with yourself. When you love yourself enough, you naturally attract people who know how to love too. Because energy speaks louder than words. When you are peaceful, grounded, and whole, others feel it. They won't try to fix you. They'll just want to grow with you. And that's what real love is. Not dependency, but companionship. Sometimes loving yourself means letting go. Letting go of relationships that drain your soul. letting go of expectations that someone will change, letting go of the perfect image you built in your head. Because love doesn't need to be forced, proven, or fought for. It simply needs two free souls choosing to stay, not because they have to, but because they want to. When you love yourself, you stop settling for half-hearted love. You stop chasing what isn't meant for you. You stop clinging to things that no longer bring peace. You learn to walk away with grace, to trust that what's right for you will never require you to lose yourself to keep it. Remember, loving someone is beautiful, but only when it doesn't make you smaller. If a relationship makes you anxious, insecure, or lost, take a step back. Listen to your own heart. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to choose yourself, because not every love is meant to last, and not every love is healthy. But no matter what happens, never stop being kind to yourself. Never stop loving the person you are becoming. To love yourself is to give yourself permission to exist fully. It's to stand tall in your truth, to forgive your flaws, to celebrate your growth. Without self-love, love becomes unbalanced. You start loving from wounds instead of wholeness, from fear instead of freedom. And love born from fear will always hurt. Let love be a place where two souls walk side by side, not one chasing and one running. Let love be a mirror that reflects your best self back to you. Let love be soft, not suffocating. When you can stand alone, you can love in peace. When you are full within, you love not because you need, but because you want to share. And in that space, love becomes gentle, like wind, like light, like two hearts breathing together in quiet harmony. Never forget, the only person who will stay with you your whole life is you. You are the one who deserves your care, your attention, your affection. People may come and go, love may change its shape, but the love you hold for yourself must remain. So smile to yourself each morning. Thank yourself for making it this far. Allow yourself to rest, to heal, to dream again. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. You just have to be real. And maybe one day you'll realize this truth. No love is ever wasted. Some people come to teach us how to love. Some come to teach us how to let go. And some to remind us that the greatest love of all is the one we give ourselves. Love others, but don't forget to love yourself. Because only when you can hold yourself with gentleness will you truly know how to hold another with love. Loving someone is a gift, but loving yourself, that's the foundation of it all. And when both come together, you'll find a love that never hurts, not even when it ends. Thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share to spread positivity. See you in the next video on Life Wisdom.